classes, okay? So, here we go. Vinyasa strong, hope you're ready. So here we go. Just find your way into a nice, comfortable, seated position here. Just put all matters aside for the time being. Whatever is going on in your day-to-day. Perhaps you're working from home and maybe you're having to share space with others. Sometimes there can be an awful lot of chatter, an awful lot of noise. So let's take this time to retreat into the sound of your breath. To retreat back away from the outside world. And how wonderful that we have this practice that is really quite unlike any other. Where it asks us to check in. It asks us to breathe. It asks us to practice mindfulness at all times. And then on top of everything else, it asks us to listen to instruction and to practice. So let's use our practice to really fine-tune our mind, our bodies, our purpose, and let everything else simply fall away. Of course, if you have any injuries that you're carrying, please be mindful, take care, rest if you need, and allow yourself to practice compassionately. Following the breath in and following the breath out. Just for a few moments. And then from here, let's blink open the eyes. And I will find our way onto hands and knees. Okay. So from hands and knees, let's just simply curl the toes under. And let's move up and back into down dog. You can bend both of your knees here in down dog. I call this flossing through the knees. Pressing your heels back, bending your knees in. Just keeping your arms straight. And you can even feel yourself almost like you're going to come forward into a plank, but you don't. As you warm up through your shoulders. Okay. And then finding maybe a little bit of stillness in your down dog. You can lift your heels, of course, stretch through the arches of the feet. Press your heels back and down. Maybe do that again. Lift high up onto the tiptoes. Press the heels back and down. Good. So now come forward into your plank pose. So you're waving your body all the way forward. Shoulders arrive over the wrists. And you can engage the belly a wee bit here and keep a wee bit of roundedness in your back. Not loads and loads, but a wee bit. Squeeze the arms together. You might even feel a whole shake here through the body I'm sure after lockdown 1.0 and 2.0, the core has disappeared. Mine has anyway. Good, and then let's bring the knees to the ground. Just lift your chin ever so slightly, look forward. And then bend the elbows, keeping your back straight, lower down with control. Good. Take cobra pose, so point the toes, roll the shoulders forward, up, back and down. Keep the elbows bent, don't lock out through the arms. And exhale, lower down. Good, so we'll do that again, okay? So shoulders roll back and down. Inhale, coming up. Good, exhale, lower down. And again, inhale. And your cobras can also be lowish cobras. They can be here. They're actually a lot more powerful, I find. And exhale, lower. My back's feeling a wee bit twingy, so I might do bigger ones. Curl your toes under. Move the hips back. Stretch through the arches of the feet. Okay. Keep pressing the hands forward and down. The hands can go wider to accommodate tighter neck or trapezius muscles. And breathe now into the shoulder blades. Good. Now from here, come forward onto all fours. And then move up and back into down dog. Okay, now begin to walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale halfway. And exhale, bow forward and down. Good. And now inhale, come all the way up. Reach the arms overhead. And exhale, relax the arms by the sides. Good, so now you're standing in mountain pose at the top of your mat. Just take this time to check in with your feet. Tailbone moving down. Legs are strong. You have this sense of buoyancy through your rib cage, through your spine, through the crown of your head. Mild tone to the belly. And then from here, inhale, the arms overhead. And exhale, begin to fold forward and down. Inhale halfway, hands to shins or the floor, look forward. And exhale, step back into down dog. Good, from down dog, inhale, come all the way forward to plank, shoulders arrive over the wrists. Good, knees can be up or down. I usually take the knee down chaturanga for the first few waves. Inhale, cobra pose, shoulders back. Exhale, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Find a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good. Walk or step the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, Tadasana mountain pose. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Hands to shins, inhale. Exhale, down dog, step back. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees up or down for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose or up dog with the arms straight if you took full chaturanga. And exhale, curl your toes, move back to down dog. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good, step your feet forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, mountain pose. Once more, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Knees up or down. Now you're shifting the shoulders beyond the wrists. Bend the elbows. Exhale. Roll up into a back bend that works for you. And exhale, return to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Walk or step forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, mountain pose. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Full inhale. Full exhale. Good, let's come into fierce pose. Utkatasana, bend your knees. Hips reach down, the arms reach forward and up. Toes over, or knees over the toes. Weight into the feet, especially the heels. And keep the balls of the feet connected to the ground as well. Good, I like to look down slightly to keep the back of my neck long, but there's also the option to look up. Find a wee bit of extra depth so that you feel a challenge. Inhale when you're here. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Inhale here and lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, fuller half chaturanga. Inhale, arch up into the back. Exhale, engage the belly, curl the toes, down dog. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Good. Take your right leg up as you breathe in. Good. Now bring the knee in towards the chest. You can bring the shoulders over the wrists. Good. We'll do that twice again. Inhale. Right leg reaches. Exhale. Draw the knee to the chest. Shoulders over the wrists. Good. Again. Inhale. Step it between your hands on your exhale. Take a full breath in. Step forward on the breath out. Halfway lengthen on the inhale. Bow forward on the exhale. All the way up on the breath in. Mountain pose on the breath out. Remain at the top of your mat. Bend into your knees, Utkatasana. Weight into the hips and into the heels. Lift through the lower belly. Lengthen through the side waist. Feel the openness of the chest and the shoulders. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back into lunge. Take a full breath and lunge. Down dog on the exhale. Plank on your breath in, shoulders arrive over the wrists. Exhale, fuller half chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good, left leg lifts on the breath in. Exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left leg reaches. Step the foot forward as you exhale. Take a full breath in. Step the back foot forward as you exhale. Halfway lengthen on the breath in. Bow forward on the breath out. All the way up on the breath in. Mountain on the breath out. Feeling a little heat here, let's do that again. Utkatasana on the breath in. Settle on the exhale, so heaviness into the hips, lots of weight into the legs. Outer hips hug in, inner thighs hug in, knees in line with toes. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right foot steps to lunge. Inhale and lunge. Exhale to plank. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg reaches straight away. Again, exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Good, twice more. Inhale, right leg reaches. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, right leg reaches. And exhale the foot between the hands. Inhale the back foot forward. Exhale, fold in. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, rising up. Breathe in and out through the nose if you can. Exhale, mountain pose. Once again, inhale, Utkatasana. Breathe from the base of the throat. Exhale. Keep the lips closed. Take a full breath in. Fold on the breath out. Halfway on the breath in. Left foot back on the breath out. Inhale here. Down dog on the exhale. Plank on the breath in. Your chaturanga on the breath out. Hug the elbows in. Back bend on the in breath. Down dog on the out breath. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. Left leg lifts on the breath in. Exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Twice again. Inhale. Exhale. Drive all that breath out. Inhale. Step forward, exhale. Back foot forward, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. All the way up on the breath in. And mountain on the breath out. Just settling in mountain pose. Maybe the hands rest comfortably. One on the abdomen, one on the heart. Breathing. Being. Maybe notice a heat that's risen in the body. There's an internal fire called Agni. And that's ignited by the Ujjayi breath. That's ignited through the variations of Sun Salutation B there and variations in Sun Salutation A. And it's a cleansing, detoxifying, meditative breath. So allow it to wash over your nervous system and give yourself over to the practice of mindfulness in motion. Release your hands and arms. Come back into Utkatasana. So bend your knees. Hips down. You want to keep your chest up. So if you feel like you're looking down or you're rounding into your back, try to lift and lengthen. It's like you've lifted something up and you're lifting it up onto another shelf whilst also doing a wee squat. You know, just because. Why not? Okay? So feel the thighs work. You want to feel a challenge. Okay? You want it to be sustainable, but a challenge nonetheless. Good. Exhale, bow, forward and down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right foot back to lunge. Inhale and lunge. Down dog, exhale. Good. So from here, let's come down onto the knees. Draw your hands back in ever so slightly, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale with a neutral spine. And then exhale, round your back, curling. Good. Inhale, gaze forward and up. Exhale, round your back and curling. And try to initiate the movement from the tailbone to the mid-back. Inhale. And from below the breastbone, the top of the abdominals, to the pubic bone, which is just below the belly button. Exhale. Good, so you'll feel your tailbone curl up. Breathe in. You'll feel your tailbone curl towards your thumbs as you exhale all the breath out. Good, one more. Inhale. And exhale. Stay in the curl. Take a full breath in when you're here. Exhale all the breath out as best you can. Inhale, gaze forward. And down dog on your exhale. Good. Now from here, take your right leg up on the breath in. Good. Now can you tap your right elbow with your right knee, or the direction of, and you want to lift it up as high as you possibly can, you know, so that you're engaging through the arms, the upper back, and the core. Inhale, lift the leg up. My sofa's in the way. Exhale, take it across to your left elbow. You can even look towards the left. Good. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lift it back up. And step it forward on the exhale. Now ground through your back knee. You'll be glad to hear. If you need a cushion or a little towel, go on ahead. From here, inhale, reach the arms forward and up. You don't want to be super heavy in this right hip. You want to press into the right foot. You'll feel the hips draw back. The hip will be slightly lower than the level of the knee. And the arms are reaching up. And try to be nice and clear through the wrists. So sometimes we hold our hands in kind of like weird ways. Just nice and relaxed for the energetic body, for the prana, for the chi to flow with more ease. Good. Now from here, take your right arm, wrap it under your left. So you have a letter X. And then start to bring the arms together, either here, or if you can take the hands, go on ahead. I always take the thumb. Good. Back off. Lift the elbows up. And you can then sink into the hip a wee bit. Okay? So you're giving all of your weight down now, but you're not back bending. Okay? So press into the floor. Hip moves back. Then you can back bend. Exhale heavy into your right hip. Return. Good, so we'll try it again. Press into your foot. Inhale, can you arch back? Exhale heavy into your hip. Once again, inhale, press into your foot. Lift. And exhale heavy into your hip. Good, release your hands. And then from here, lift your front toes. They're your only toes. Lift your toes, come onto your heel, walk your hips back, and so you're lengthening out now through this front leg. If you're super tight in the legs, keep a nice little bend in the knee, no problem at all. You can scooch the foot a wee bit further forward. If you look down, you want your left knee and your left hip, you know, roughly to be in one line. I like to stay quite high up in this pose here, and I want to feel like I'm dragging my heel back along wet sand. Okay? Spreading through the toes, lengthening through the spine. Feel the sensation on the back of the calf, knee and thigh, and maybe there's space for the leg to go straight. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Good, now bend into your front knee, plant your palms, take your right leg up and back for a three-legged dog. Bend the knee when you're up there, just a nice little reprieve into the hip as you exhale. Inhale, lift the leg up. And exhale, down dog. Okay. If you want to take a flow, by all means, go ahead. You always have the option to remain in down dog or to Take a child's pose. Good. From here, inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, tap towards the left elbow or thereabouts. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, tap to right elbow or thereabouts. Inhale, let it lift. Left elbow on the exhale. Inhale, let it lift. Right elbow on the exhale. Inhale, let it lift. And step it forward on the exhale. Ground through your back knee and the top of your foot. Good, reach the arms forward and up. So we're coming up into this more backed off, more higher, more stable lunge. Okay? And then from here, can you take your left arm, wrap it under your right, make a letter X, and then reach for the hands or hold the thumb. Okay? So from here, press into your left foot a little bit, press into your right shin, inhale, arch back slightly, and then exhale, return to center, heavy into your hip. Good, we'll do it again. Press into your left foot, inhale, press into your right shin, arch back, exhale, heavy into your hip. Let's do two more. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Release your hands. Lift the ball of your foot. Move the hips back. Come onto your left heel. Look at your right knee. If it's a wee bit ahead of the hip, just slide the left foot a wee bit further forward. Okay, just find somewhere that feels challenging but comfortably so. So you can retain the breath. So you can retain this effortless, almost peaceful quality. Good, now from here pour forward into the left foot, plant your hands, take your left foot up and back into the air, three-legged dog, bend the knee, exhale, open up into the hip, inhale, lift, and exhale, downward facing. Okay, inhale, come forward, and now let's lower all the way down onto our chest. Good, so you can make a pillow with your hands, you can rest your forehead or the side of your face. Let the breath and the heart be nice and vibrant, nice and expansive. Let the exhale be super heavy. Just a few breaths like so. One more breath. Good. Now from here, let's come up into Sphinx pose, okay? So prop yourself up onto your forearms. Shoulders over the elbows and in line with the index fingers, okay? So you would draw a line from your index fingernail to your elbow points, okay? So there's no right or wrong width. The width is dependent on the width of your own collarbones, okay? So ground down. Feel like you can grow long in the shape. Maybe lift the hip flexors, reset them, reset the thighs. Press into the tops of your feet, keep pressing into your arms, but don't clench the buttocks, okay? So there's a difference between engaging the legs and then clenching the buttocks like crazy. You're just locking into your lower back there. So press down and just feel this even distribution of weight to the back bend from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Release. Hands slide back. Cobra, shoulders roll back. Child's pose on your exhale. Just find the breath, folks. And do your best to find stillness. It can be elusive. It can just be for a moment or two before it's gone. And feel your whole body being breathed here. Good, and then from here bring your hands back onto your knees. And then let's either sit cross-legged, or you can sit in this kneeling position. I like to sit like this after a lot of leg work like that, because now you're getting into the ankles, the shins, the knees, and the quads. Okay? Let's take Garudasana arms, eagle arms just here. So inhale, the arms reach. Right arm wraps under the left. As you exhale, go for something. If you do something, if you're always doing a variation and it just feels easy, or you feel like you're zoning out, try a little bit harder. See where you can go. Can you go slightly deeper? Is it available? Can you move past your comfort zone safely? Okay. Then from here, squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze the biceps. Inhale, lift the elbows up. And then exhale, elbows towards the knees, round into your back. Good, and just feel like you can crunch all the way in towards the back. Relaxed mouth. Full, easy, deep breathing. And from here, come back up. Exhale, release. And we'll do the other side, okay? So inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, the left arm under the right. Work towards your bind. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Squeeze your arms together. Squeeze your thighs together. Inhale, lift the elbows up. And exhale, fold forward and in. Keep squeezing your right tricep against your left inner elbow. Keep squeezing your left bicep against your right tricep. Lots of steps. Good. From here, come up on the breath in and release on the breath out. Good. Let's come on to our hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists. So always think about resetting your posture, stacking your joints, curl the toes, and move up to down dog. You can lift high up on the tiptoes, and the heels can press back and down. Good. From here, inhale, right leg reaches up. Step the foot forward between the hands as you exhale. Now let's come into high lunge. So bring your weight onto the ball of the back foot. So you move from the heel moving back to the heel moving forward. Okay? You can put a bend into your back knee if you need. And then from here, if you need to bring your hands to your hips to stabilize yourself, go on ahead. Okay? Encourage the tailbone to move down and the belly to draw in and up. Encourage the side waist to lengthen and the arms to reach. Good. Keep working through that right outer hip, that right thigh there. Good. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together, keep squeezing the outer hips together. Good. Now take your right arm under your left, work towards your bind. If you need to put your back knee down, go ahead. Inhale, lift your elbows up. And exhale, you can lean forward. And try and keep your abdomen lifted off your thigh. But you can of course rest it there, it's fine. Reach the fingers forward. Keep squeezing the arms together. And then from here, release your hands, look forward. Now you're going to balance on your right foot, okay? So I'm just going to move back slightly because the TV unit's here. and I'm going to balance on my right foot, pick up my left. The left leg will be very heavy, okay? So you need to engage through the legs, either point or flex. I'm going to point today. Ground down into that right foot. The right knee can be bent without a doubt. And try to keep the pelvis level, okay? That you can balance a tray of deliciousness. Good, and then from here, fold over the front leg at the end if you can. If you can take the right hand behind the calf to stabilize yourself, go on ahead. And for those of you that can take your left leg further up into the air as you bow over the right leg, do so. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. And then from here, step back to down dog. Stay in down dog. Good. From here, take your left leg up. Step your foot forward on the exhale. Okay, so now we're going to make sure that your feet are in 2 lanes of traffic. You don't want to be on like a tightrope. And then from here, let's bring the arms up. Of course, there can be a bend in the back knee at any stage. Okay? You're really on the ball of that back foot. Take the left arm, wrap it under your right. Eagle arms. Okay? Lift the belly. Breathing in. Exhale, you can lean forward quite a bit. Okay? Look out in front of you. Left hip back. Right ball of foot heavy. Good, bring your hands to the ground. Okay, adjust the foot if there's a wall or any furniture or appliances. Balance on your left foot. Right leg, it's like someone's holding onto the ankle and reaching it back. We don't want the hips to spill, so let's wrap the hips in a wee bit. Left knee can be bent. Right fingertips. If there's space to go further, bend the elbows, bow forward and down. And of course you can take the hand behind the ankle, arm maybe to the back of the calf, push forward, press back, body down, leg up. Take a full breath in and release the back foot to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog. Walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, halfway lengthen shins or the floor. Exhale, bow forward and down. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. A full breath in. And a full breath out. Let's come all the way up here. Arms reaching and rising. And exhale the arms by the sides. Take a moment to pause. To be breathed. Relax the arms by your sides. Now we'll practice Garudasana Eagle Pose. So what we did with the arms, we're going to do with the legs, okay? You only have 2 of each, okay? So there's really no way to mess it up, okay? So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to bend into your knees. We'll do the legs first. Bend into your knees I like to bring my feet together. Other people like to keep theirs separated. I'll bring them together. And then I want you to take your right leg over your left leg. Okay? Squeeze your inner thighs. You're on the ball of the bottom foot like you have been in your lunges. And then you can get deeper into this left thigh, left hip. Option to stay. Or you'll take the foot on the outside edge of the calf. Or you'll point the foot and you'll tuck it behind your left calf. Okay? Now keep your body lifted, but don't move into a back bend. So have control of the core. Imagine that it's coming in, wrapping around the ribs, giving you support as you lower down. Okay? If this isn't working, chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms reach up. Find one spot to look at out in front of you, about 6 or 7 feet. We all know how long that is now. And then from here, the right leg is on top. So now let's take the right arm under if we can. Okay? And if you happen to do it the other way, doesn't matter. Maybe you find your bind. Maybe it's something else. And then keeping the spine nice and straight, you can squeeze the thighs. You can lower down. And then you can release. It's a tough one. Whew. Whew. Feel that rush? That's the blood repumping itself around your body, the tourniquet effect of the yoga practice, the closing off of the blood flow to certain parts of the body, and then the releasing, the flushing, okay, the detoxifying nature. Let's do the other side, okay? Bend your knees. I'm going to keep my feet open and hip distance for this variation because I brought them together just so you can see 2 variations, okay? Feet open, slightly smaller than hip distance apart. Taking your, oh, we did that leg already. Taking your left leg across, okay? Bending your right knee. Either stay, hook or by crook, and tuck the foot behind, okay? You want to keep the knees pointing forward. You want weight in the bottom foot just like an Utkatasana. Your thighs are extremely powerful. Squeeze them together. Reach your arms up. You'll find one side easier than the other. I find this side easier. And then take your left arm and wrap it under. Work towards a bind if it works for you. You can stay higher up like we did before, or there's the option to curl in and crunch in. But some people find it more difficult. Others find it easier to get more compact and smaller. Elbows can come in towards the pit of the belly. Breathe. And release. Release the arms. Inhale, let them rise on the breath in. Bow forward on the breath out. Halfway on the breath in. And down dog on the breath out. From down dog, inhale, the right leg reaches. Step the foot forward between the hands. Come into warrior 2, so ground and open your back foot. Arms parallel to your mat. Right arm forward, left arm back. Lift through the navel. And find a soft and steady gaze over the middle finger. Soft and steady. Slow and steady. Good. Lengthen out into the front leg. Spin the right toes towards the left side of your mat. So now your feet are facing this long side. Line up the toes. Inhale, the arms reach up. Let's take a twist. Let's lean forward and then take the left hand across the body to either the leg, anywhere at all. Right arm reaches up. You can of course look down. Or maybe you take the foot or the hand onto the ankle, hold the outer edge of the foot, or on finger pads. Press into your feet. You don't want all the weight back into your heels, so use every part of the foot. Turn and twist. Lift the belly. In and up. And feel this beautiful rotation and this lovely cleansing attitude towards the legs. And then from here, come down. Bring the hands back into the center. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bow forward and down. Inhale, come all the way up. Make sure that you have your balance, unlike me, and exhale the arms by your sides. Okay, so let's do that again. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward. And then this right hand is crossing over onto your opposite leg. You know what to do, anywhere that it goes. You're going to pull your chest in the direction of this leg. This left arm is opening up. Anywhere at all that feels good. Remember, you want a sustainable challenge. Looking down is also optional. Press into your knees, your feet. Turn and twist, twist and turn. Breathe here. And from here, release. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Turn to the front of your mat and step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, bow. If you can manage straighter legs, enjoy straighter legs. Let's come into a squat. Bend your knees. Spin the toes out, the heels in. If your heels aren't touching the floor, you could use little books. For example, it's great being at home. You've got like little props all around you. You can use little books if your heels are lifted. Boop, boop. Little books. Better to have the heels down because then you're able to relax your inner thighs. Your pelvic bowl is able to get heavy and all the deep musculature and connective tissue in and around the hips and the pelvis can begin to stretch. You can't really do that when you're like up on the balls of the feet shaking, okay? If you don't have books, little cushions will suffice, or yoga bricks. And from here, instead of having the spine all elevated and lifted, I just want you to relax. Relax into your posture. Let the head go heavy. Let the breath lead the way. Good. And then from here, releasing. Let's come into a comfortable seat, extend the legs out. And let's take a forward bend, okay? So flex through your feet, so heels press down, soles of the feet forward, toes up. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, begin to fold forward and down. Now you might be able to reach over the feet, to the sides of the feet, or take the thumb and the index finger, hold on to the toe, the big toe, and if you're not in any of those places, anywhere else that you can be with relative comfort. If you do have the feet, push the feet into the hands and then pull the chest forward. I like to take the hands to the outside because you can move the elbows out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbows out to the side. Gives you a wee bit more space. Abdominals in, chest down, and then let the elbows be by their sides. Breathing into Paschimottanasana. So you could do this for 5 minutes, for example. How much time do we have? Oh, we've got some time. Maybe a wee, you know how much I love my timer. Maybe just a wee cheeky 2 minutes, or let's see at least a minute even. Get quiet here. And then from here, slowly coming up. And now you can either lie down in Savasana, arms and legs extend, relax the thighs, toes flop out to the side, shoulders, shoulder blades relax. Take your time, make any last minute adjustments here. Relax the mouth, relax the lips. Just notice how you feel here in your body. In your thoughts, in your mind. Let the skin fall away from your body. Let the bones be heavy. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. But for the purpose of this class, I'm going to draw my knees in towards my chest. I like to have them a good bit further apart now. And then from here, releasing, roll onto your side, bring yourself up into a comfortable cross-leg position, or any position of your choosing. Keep the eyes closed, and allow yourself to feel your way into this moment. Just notice what you notice here, internally as well as externally. And take care of yourself this evening. Namaste.